We are rolling.
Here we go. Where are we going?
What's going on? We are back with the ENDER podcast. Wow, it's been like a week, but it's been a while since you've been here.
It's been a while. Let's go.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Waiting to get back on the podcast.
Oh, yeah?
No, well, life.
Oh, yeah. Life happens.
Life. That's it.
So, what did we do? We had a show.
We did have a show.
Played a show. First time, what, April? Since
Maybe.
Devoner?
Yes. New York.
For 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Did you have fun?
That's a loaded question. That's a lot. I mean, fun.
I know we were just talking about this, but
Well, the New York experience is always interesting. And
oh yeah.
The drive-in was as expected.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you caught any of that traffic going home, but I sat in that traffic for like almost 2 hours.
Well, you left earlier than I did.
Oh, that's right.
Me and Casey hung out after, had some halal from the food truck that was outside, and then
I didn't want to chance that.
well, he's alive, he's good.
I mean, like,
But actually, Shauna and Danielle had it too, so everybody survived. But yeah, we kind of hung out, and I had to fix my headlights on my car because they were out. So yeah, I was like, I can't drive home like this.
how'd you fix that?
I just opened the trunk and just kind of winged it.
Okay.
Smacked some things around. Lights came on, and then I went home.
One of those bang
Oh, yeah.
till it works moments.
Yeah, and then like right next door, they had the blacklight emo night, which was pretty cool.
You didn't go in there.
I would have if I wasn't all sweated up.
Sounded good from outside.
Oh yeah,
Sounded like a good party.
yeah. So we played. What did we play? The Meadows in Brooklyn, New York.
When I was in Brooklyn, yes.
Man, I pulled up to that place, and it was like pallets and just shipping things everywhere.
I Google Maps the venue beforehand. And I'm like, this doesn't look like a place we would play. And there was like, in the exact same picture was pallets and forklifts.
Even on the Google Maps.
Even on the Google Maps, I'm like, this is not gonna work. And it's a two-way street. Cars are still going up and down that street.
That's wild. It's like a free for all over there.
But good for them. They they moved a lot of shit that day.
Yeah, they had just like pallets of like plastic bags and spoons. Stupid shit.
Should have started loading your pockets.
And surprisingly, they had 3 venues on that street, which was crazy.
What was that other one next to the Meadows?
I think it was called like 23 something.
No, the bigger one.
Oh, the Brooklyn Monarch. That's like the bigger venue there, and that's like a more capacity.
One day.
One day, yeah. But the Meadows was cool.
No, it was cool.
It was fun. They were very helpful there, loading in, loading out.
Good team, good sound team.
Oh yeah, really good. And we had a blast with all these bands.
It was fun. They were all New York bands, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's always fun to see, what's going on in a different state. Even though it's right next door.
Yeah.
We haven't gone to New York in 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
So especially coming back around with Tim from Within the Ruins and his new band Blood Throne, like to see him do that. We played Within the Ruins years ago with Tim, and it's cool to see him come full circle again with another band, and they were awesome. It was only their second show.
Second show, man.
And they were tight, Leave was another awesome and tight band.
Oh man, they blew me away, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like they had some parts in their songs where it was just like clean, and the vocalist didn't even use the microphone.
No, he did what he did. He pulled it at Alex Terrible.
Yeah, it was so good,
which is really cool.
Oh man, they were good.
And what was the younger kid band?
They had Cortisol.
Cortisol was there. Just
dude, it reminded me of when we were young.
They were for their age, man. They were playing some really really technical stuff, and it was tight. Yeah. It's almost like they were to a click. I don't know if they were, but it seemed like they were.
I don't think we were that tight when we were that young.
No, definitely not.
It's wild. And then we had Latalis.
Latalis was cool,
which was interesting. They were really good.
It took me a while to place the singer, and I was like, even though I saw the video the prior day, I was like, I've seen this guy before. And not until like the end of the show, I was like, he's the guy that did that video.
Yeah. Oh, he does some cool videos.
Yeah, and I watched a bunch of them too. So
yeah,
it was cool. They were good too. Everybody was super tight that show. Man. Like it was crazy. It was crazy to see how tight the bands were.
Yeah, and I love that every band stood around and hung out all night.
Yeah, it wasn't. Nobody really dipped out.
Everybody was super nice hanging out,
which was great. Yeah.
It It was like a cool little scene over there.
Yeah, I'd go back.
Hell yeah.
I'd go back.
But this time I'm stealing some plastic bags off the pallets, bro.
I mean, nobody would have known.
Nah, man. But I waited like 3 hours for a parking spot, and I still didn't get a parking spot that I wanted.
You had the king of spots, though.
Well, I did. I just pulled up right on the sidewalk, said, fuck it. Because everybody else was.
I mean, Casey and I were down the street, which was a hike, but we made it work.
Yeah, it was cool.
We made it work.
And then before you showed up, we were at Danny's Pizzeria, which, by the way, I don't own a pizzeria, guys. I got people congratulating me on Facebook because I took a selfie, I took a picture there, and Ernesto Dirty, he was like, "How?"
I saw that.
I was like, "Come get a pizza, this ass." But other people were like, "Congratulations!" Like DMing me. I'm like, I don't own a pizza place. Like, I'm broke. I'm poor. But if I did own a pizza place,
that'd be great.
Danny's Pizza.
Well, there you go.
And I'm sad to say I didn't have any pizza there because I already ate. But Casey had a pineapple pizza.
He would have a fucking pineapple.
He had a fucking pineapple pizza. He said it was good.
Who goes to New York
He gets a pineapple fucking pizza.
Casey McDam.
Yeah, but it was a good show, man. I mean, we were good. It's always nice to play. We don't do it very often, so. When we used to play shows a lot more, I would try to be like angry faced. Like, I can't be angry when I play anymore. I'm happy to be there.
You get the stank face every once in a while.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it was a good set. It was different because we had a half hour this time.
It's rough.
So we jumbled up the set a little bit. The night before, we lost all the stems to some of the songs, so we had to pack it up and go over to Sal's, and we worked a little late that night to come up.
We got it done quick. It was relatively quick.
And then Sal was like, "What's the intro for the show?" I'm like, "Oh,
we don't have one."
FaceTime Casey, FaceTime and Joe.
Got any ideas?
Yeah, kind of put it together and it worked out.
Yeah, it was for what it was. It worked.
The most different thing about the set is it was like the first time we ever played Panty Sniffer Does Porn first.
Yes.
Or not even. It was the first time we didn't play it last.
Yeah. Which was cool.
It was.
Which was a cool switch. The energy was high, I feel.
Yeah.
So.
We had a couple OGs there.
That was a good thing. Yeah, definitely. A couple OGs. Yeah, it was definitely a good transition from bringing that from last to all the way to the front.
Yeah.
Would I do it again? Yeah, but we'll see.
We keep jumbling it up.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Because next show we're going to be adding a new song, so
hopefully, yeah.
We got to go through the process of coming up with another set list.
Mm-hmm.
So it was sad to not play Neuralizer.
It was. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Not my favorite, but one of my favorites.
It's a really different song. It has a lot of elements in that song.
I just like the gallop.
You like the gallop?
I like the gallop parts.
Yeah.
And the ending, at the end, it has like that Vela Maya.
Oh, the breakdown?
Yeah.
It's a fun breakdown to play.
So.
Because then you wrote it, I heard it different in my head, and I just played it like not as a regular breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have like a reverse snare in there to kind of like switch it up. It's not your typical breakdown.
Yeah.
And fun song to play.
I like it.
Yeah, different elements to
Yeah.
that song. So yeah, I mean, it was cool to see these bands play, and then we're doing it again in August.
Can't wait.
We're doing it again August 3rd at the Kingsland in Brooklyn.
I'll check that out too.
And I played there before. Casey's played there before. Cool venue.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually played Tim's last show within the ruins at that venue
mm-hmm.
when I was in Enochian. So to be back there is pretty cool. But this is an interesting show. We got cool bands. First of all, cool bands. Mm-hmm. But this is different because it's a SummerSlam watch party.
That's true.
And we are all super big wrestling fans. Maybe not Casey, but I know the rest of us are.
I already started looking at costumes.
Costumes, not even shirts?
No. Well, I was gonna text the group and be like, "Well, are we dressing up as characters? Because if we're not, then we gotta get like all NWO shirts or something."
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
So
yeah, we gotta like wrestling theme it up for that show.
Yes.
So we're playing with Paradox. They're from the city, really cool band. We've known Danny from throughout the years. He's booked us in the city before. Another band called Razor Tongue, which I've never heard of, which sounds pretty cool.
Cool name.
I like that name. And then our boys in Destruction of a King.
That's pretty amazing.
Flying out from California to play the show and party it up.
I mean, I wasn't on that tour. So
Yeah.
This is my first time with these guys. So
Of all the tours that Ender's done, that was the rowdiest group of guys we toured with.
They better bring it.
We had a lot of fun on that tour. But maybe we're all like older now, so it's like whatever.
Hey, you want to bring the party? I'll party.
But man, they're good, dude. So good.
No, I mean they dropped a new song, right?
Oh
Recently?
yeah, they keep dropping new songs now.
So yeah, I mean the most recent one I heard was, I mean it's a banger.
Yeah. So to play with them again and just throw it back 12 years is a pretty cool thing to be asked to play.
I look forward to it.
And we couldn't say no. And the fact that it's a wrestling event, let's go. We got fucking Gene Snitsky
I'm for it.
appearing at the show.
I gotta get a picture.
Dude, you've always liked Snitsky. You've always mentioned.
So underrated. Underrated. I don't care. Not even as a wrestler, just as a character. Underrated as a character.
Oh, man.
Like, plus his beard was pretty cool. Like, just like, I was like, not a wrestler. His wrestling wasn't good, but like a character standpoint, loved it. I was for it.
Yeah. So when I saw that he was appearing, I was like, no way. Sal's going to shit. He's going to shit. And then we have like a baby punting contest.
The baby punting contest, which looks very interesting in itself.
Will you be participating in the baby punting contest?
If I get enough drinks in me, hell yeah.
All right.
Hell
well.
yeah. Which I probably will.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, kicking some babies.
Yeah.
Real babies?
No, well, I guess bring your own if you want.
Bring your own baby.
BYOB.
And there you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, speaking of wrestling, like, you know, we've always been wrestling fans. We get together. We watch the pay-per-view events. You know, I take a nap sometimes. But, man, how old were you when you started liking wrestling?
Oh, man. I had to be probably like 7 or 8. My cousin actually got me into wrestling. He slept over one night, and it was actually a Monday. And he was like, you have wrestling? I'm like, what the hell is wrestling? He turned on Monday Night Raw, and then that was essentially it.
Yeah, man.
I think the first match that I saw, and this is for anybody that's listening, and, you know, wrestling connoisseurs, that was when the 1-2-3 Kid beat Razor Ramon, like with the backflip off the top rope, and he pinned Razor Ramon, and Razor Ramon was like, oh my God, because 1-2-3 Kid wasn't like anything back then.
Yeah.
It was like the upset match. That was the first Monday Night Raw that I saw. And it was just game on.
So who was your first favorite wrestler when you first started watching it?
Razor Ramon.
Still is, right?
I mean, he's one of my top favorites, yeah. One of my top favorites.
Man, he had such a persona to him. You ever see the video of him getting smacked in the face with the freaking drink, and he just played it off?
Yeah, man. Just fixed his hair and just went on with
like, who else can make that a part of the show? Razor Ramon did.
I mean, he's Mr. Cool.
He was badass, dude.
Machismo. That's it, Mr. Machismo.
Yeah, mine had to be Ultimate Warrior, because that's when I first started watching. It was that era of wrestling with Hulk Hogan and Warrior, and that dude just ran to the ring, shook the ropes a couple times, and the energy on that guy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I didn't see any matches with the Warrior or Hogan, or I had figures.
Yeah.
But like Jake the Snake, I like Jake the Snake back then. I mean, he was always a good interviewee.
Oh yeah.
Like the way he, you know, told the story and how he you know, he molded the interview. Like,
well, his actually made sense.
It's mind games. Like, you want to talk about like Undertaker mind games and stuff like that. Like, he was the epitome of mind games, just on the microphone.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Let alone carrying a live snake with you.
Yeah. That always works too.
That's pretty crazy.
Extra kaboom.
Yeah, but like wrestlers like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, their interviews are just fucking crazy.
Wow.
Macho Man talking about him being the cream.
He could talk about anything about anything and make it intense. So it's the same thing with Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was talking about God knows what.
Something about airplanes.
Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's on another planet.
Yeah, man.
But that was his persona.
Yeah.
Like, that was, the planets aligning, and, like, that was his thing. Whether it made sense then, I don't know. It doesn't make sense now, but
Nah.
it was awesome. It's still awesome to look back and watch.
Oh, yeah. I think I prefer to watch the old school wrestling now.
Yeah.
But who today is your favorite of current roster wrestler?
A current roster wrestler.
I mean, I know you're a big Brock guy.
Brock was one of my favorites. Currently active. Jeez.
Cody Rhodes?
No.
Yeah, it's Cody Rhodes.
No, it is not Cody
Oh, no.
Rhodes.
It's AJ Styles.
No, fuck AJ Styles.
AJ Styles,
Stupid.
baby.
His fucking hair is retarded. AJ Styles, if you're listening to this, you're an asshole.
Please start a cameo so I can pay $400.
DM me. I'll talk to you, not in a nice way.
You see him pull off the Mark Henry retirement?
I did. That was true. Oh my god. I don't know. It's tough. Like I like Roman. Became a Roman Reigns fan.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like him in the beginning, but
No, I don't think anybody did.
As this whole tribal chief thing has happened, like
Yeah.
and now that he's gone, now that he's off TV,
You feel it, dude.
like I want like when Roman coming back, like,
yeah.
like I've gravitated towards him more through this time. Cody Rhodes is not the answer to me. Sorry.
He's too superhero for you.
Yeah, I just can't. It's hard. It's hard.
It is tough.
Bray Wyatt is gone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It may end up being Bo Dallas, right? And whatever they're gonna do with the Uncle Howdy character, and the Wyatt Six and stuff like that.
Should be cool.
Me personally, like one wrestler that I've always gravitated towards was either Aleister Black, very underrated.
Yeah, he is.
And Karrion Kross. I feel Karrion Kross is a very, very underrated wrestler.
Well, they underutilize him.
Well, that too. I feel he could be a very, very good, story mark.
Yeah.
In a lot of things, but they're just not. There's a lot with a lot of wrestlers. They're not pushing them.
Yeah.
They're not pushing them.
Well, Carrion's really cool, and he has his wife Scarlett, and
Yes.
she's a great voice for him.
Yes.
He doesn't have to speak; he could just have her be the voice, kind of like how Paul Heyman is to Roman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's a great like voice for anybody, for Brock, for CM Punk, whoever.
You watched that documentary of him?
Oh yeah,
That was a good one too.
yeah, dude.
I didn't know that how involved ECW was with
Right.
with WWE.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Like is AEW
Is
in
AEW?
cahoots
Exactly.
with WWE? You don't know.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I mean now that Triple H took over, Triple H is more receptive than I think Vince McMahon was to anything. So
I heard that Vince McMahon was trying to start something new,
oh, get out of here!
just as a whatever.
Nah,
I don't know if that's true or not.
I wouldn't be down with that at all. I'm not down with all that shit that I read
He's
and
bored.
just like how we ran wrestling. I didn't like he's changing names to Walter and Pete or whatever the fuck. Like I wasn't down with his creative anymore.
Right. No, it wasn't good ideas. It was
Yeah. So remember, forget what WrestleMania was when it was here in Jersey. Whatever's on your chair, that's the WrestleMania it was.
or is it?
I don't know, but 26 or 27. So when WrestleMania came here, we were going to play a show somewhere, right? And I was like, bring your wrestling shirts.
Oh, that's right.
Like, I'm always up to some shit. So we were on the way. I'm like, pull over to MetLife, right? So we get out to MetLife. We just take this photo, and then a couple days later, we're on WWE Raw.
We were?
Yeah, dude, they put us in the video vignette.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, people were
Remember that.
texting me and leaving us messages on MySpace or whatever it was, saying, "Oh man, we saw you guys on Raw. That's so cool." Because what they did was they had the miles thing, and then we had the 0 miles to
Right.
WrestleMania.
We were right there.
So we were the last one to be shown. So
It was you, me, and Joe, right?
yeah, me, you, and Joe. Yeah,
I think I had a Brock Lesnar shirt on.
they did. I probably had a CM Punk shirt. But yeah, big fans of wrestling, so I can't wait for that show in August and see how
That's
that
gonna
is.
be cool.
It's gonna be interesting. It's not gonna be your typical show.
No, I was actually gonna suggest that we learn a song.
Ooh,
The theme song.
what song?
I don't know. We could do like a Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, there's no vocals in that.
Don't need them. Like 30 seconds. What do you? Not the whole song, but like a little snippet.
Oh, I think we do fucking DX, dude.
We can do DX.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I think
we
that
can
would
do
pop off.
Snitsky. Just do Snitsky.
Snits, we can play him out.
That's it.
Oh, we can play his song and he walks out.
That's right. We can do Cult of, what's that? See a Cult of Personality.
That's a good song too. So, how was it back to be on stage after a couple months? Like, did you miss it? Did you feel it?
It's always a miss.
Yeah.
It's always a miss. You always get those, the pre-shows nerves or whatever, but like they go away once you start setting up and warming up, and once you're up there, it goes super quick.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But yeah, it's always nice to be up there. It's always nice to be receptive, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's always a miss. Like if you're away too long, it's like book a show, Danny. Book a show.
Yeah.
But we got them lined up, so we're kind of covered.
Yeah, and I like that we're like rolling them out one by one, not like all at the same time.
Oh yeah,
You can focus on one show and go on to the other.
Yeah, I like how it's spaced out. Like you got when you text yesterday about the one for November. Like that was pretty good. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of places around here to play.
I know.
Unfortunately, we got Dingbats, QXTs, Debonair Music Hall, but there's venues, but
we're gonna have to go south.
Yeah, it's tough, and then plus we're trying to be smart and not play the same places,
right?
Like too close apart.
The Econo Lodge.
Yeah. Wow, we played that, right? And yours truly, I think it was?
Yep. That's right. With what was that? Not girls. Was it girls? Maybe it was girls.
Yeah, I almost joined that band.
Mm-hmm.
Then I remember when I almost joined that band, you were mad at me.
Oh yeah, I was mad.
You were pissed.
No.
Yeah, you were. I remember specifically you being mad. Like, oh, you're trying to go do something.
Yeah, I'll just be here.
I'll
just be here waiting whenever you want to come back.
Yeah. So circling back to the show we played, I know after the set you were emotional.
Always.
Upset, mad, whatever the fuck it was.
Always.
So we just talked about it off camera, off the cast, but kind of give an insight. Like we're all about like being kayfabe here, right?
Kayfabe. All right. Okay.
So what was it?
Pull back the curtain.
Yeah, what was it that had your grind geared, your gears grind
specifically?
Well, what we talked about.
What we talked about?
Yeah, what you told me.
Well, besides the fact of one of our songs being out of tune.
Well, yeah, yeah, that was kind of a freak thing. We thought we had 2 songs left.
Right.
We're supposed to play Innocence Lost, which is in a different tuning than Here to Stay.
Which I believe that the guitar was tuned correctly.
Right.
But I also believe that as soon as he started playing that, it went out because that's happened at practice. So the guitar needs work, but we won't go into that.
Yeah.
But that was mainly one of the biggest things that I was annoyed about.
Yeah. It was like the whole set was fun, and then we played the last song, and it kind of
because in those songs, like the low, you're playing on the low strings, and they're almost like single notes, so they're very dominant. So if something is off, you're gonna hear it.
Right.
As soon as we hit those first couple chords, I was like, that doesn't sound like it.
Yeah,
that sounds like trash.
It sucks, but what are you gonna do, right?
I mean, you can just go through it.
Yeah,
you're not gonna stop. I mean, we were pressed for time, and that's it.
Yeah,
but that was mainly it. Like I said to you before, like I just feel at this stage in the game, we're coming back into the fold. We've had a hiatus, and with Joe coming back, and we have all these new songs and stuff like that. I feel like we've established a name for ourselves. So that's a reputation. We have to bring We have to bring the heat every show.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, like we're on a sizzle, but I think we could turn it up a couple notches.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you because we don't play as much as we used to. So when we do,
we got to bang it a
we
banger.
want it to be good quality
Right.
performances and sound good.
Right.
I definitely get it.
I mean, I hold this to a very high standard at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't, you know, we're not professionals.
Yeah.
We're doing this as a hobby, as a fun thing now. Hobbies. But still, I still feel there's a level of professionalism that
Mm-hmm.
has to be brought to every single show. I mean, we're professional, you know, being punctual with time and
Right.
setups and breakdowns and, you know, and all that, you know, interactions. But as far as like the actual performance, I feel like we need to turn up the heat a little bit.
Yeah, we're missing Mark too.
Well, that's a big factor. You know, you don't really think it's a loss when you say like, oh, we have bass backtracked. Like,
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah.
But like,
It's a Band-Aid.
It's a loss.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I've this past show was like, God damn it, Mark.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You could tell.
That's
He also brings an energy.
He brings an energy.
Absolutely.
You feed off of it. Everybody feeds off of it. You
Yeah.
know, it's nice to have that low end behind you,
Yeah.
like that rumble. It's just not the same.
Yeah, I mean, we backtrack the bass, but it's not the same. It's never gonna be
It's
the
never the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, sometimes I get into my own head. Obviously.
Oh,
We know
I know that.
We know that.
We all know that.
Sensitive Sal. Yeah.
Sensitive Sal.
Don't piss me off, Danny.
Yeah, but what's really cool is Stefan Sonic recorded the set with a handheld camera.
Hey,
And-
he's got the steadiest hands in the world for anything.
All night. He stood there and filmed it. So thank you, Stefan, for doing that. I thanked him on Facebook and YouTube. Really appreciate it. Gives us a chance to see what we sounded and looked like.
Honestly, like before you told me that today, like I knew that guy was filming. I saw him in
Yeah.
the back, but I didn't think it was like, I thought he was just doing it for his own, you know, personal entertainment. And then when I saw the video, I was like, damn, they must have had like a tripod in the back somewhere. And it was this dude holding the camera. I was like, God.
Standing on a chair never really was.
Like those were the steadiest hands holding a camera. Like I can't even hold my phone camera. That's steady.
Yeah, but it sounded good. Like, it's always nice to see us, because we're in the moment. We don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. But I love watching us play because, like I said, you know, we're on stage. We don't know what's going on. But I thought everybody sounded good. Everybody was into it. And, yeah, it was a good show. The sound people, they were great. Very helpful. Getting us on and off the stage. And,
it's, you know, I mentioned it, I think last time I was here, and I mentioned it to you before, like the band element is just, it's night and day you know, from years ago when we were active, and you know, everybody was kind of like, it was cutthroat, and whether you hated somebody or somebody said something about you, blah, 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 like whatever, like it was just so tense. Going to shows was almost tense. Now, people are so like, oh my God, like they're so inviting.
Yeah.
They're so, it's like I said, it's night and day.
Even before we played this show, like I had a lot of interaction with the bands promoting the show.
Right. Which I like you do. I like you get everybody involved in a group chat.
Yeah.
And I like that. You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, even the Debonair show, like it was.
Even though you don't respond, you're still seeing it, right? Yeah.
But it's cool. You know, like I said, it's not so cutthroat. Everybody's there for everybody else, which is totally different than it was, say, 10 years ago.
Right.
Which I enjoy. You know, you could roll up to a show with open arms, hands out.
Yeah, and people are coming up to you and saying, "Yo, what's up, man?" And you're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Who is this?"
Yeah. It's not like, oh, I got to avoid that guy because he's in that band, and they were talking shit about us last week. Like, no, that's non-existent anymore, apparently.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
It was a great night. Just fun hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's super supportive of each other. You need a hand. You need this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'd run that show back again. Same lineup, anywhere I would play that show with all those bands.
Yeah, man. Those like I said, those bands were super tight.
Yeah. So we spoke of a new song we're bringing up.
Yes.
What's that song? It's called The Straw.
The Straw.
And I know you and Joe got together and kind of collaborated on the lyrics for this song. Speak on the lyrics. Like, what inspired you? What the straw is to you, and like kind of how that translate into our new song being called that.
Wow. That's a heavy question.
Hey, man, I was going to screen these questions before, but you said surprise me.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Here you go.
Well, the straw isn't something that you obviously drink with. Not that type of straw. The straw is... The idea came from... I was watching an interview with Phil Anselmo on YouTube, and he had written he was doing a Q&A. He was in a school, in like an auditorium in New Orleans. And it was like a Q&A. He was talking about his past like addictions and all that stuff like that, and tour and music industry and blah blah blah. So he had his laptop and he had he had written something on his laptop, and it was titled the straw that killed the camel. So I kind of like I was taken in by that, but I didn't have an idea. Like I had that stuck in my brain. This is years ago, by the way. This isn't recent. So I always had like that concept in my head, like, okay, like, you know, the saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. But like this was the actual one that killed the camel. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it only took about, you know, years of just constant shit that weighs on you, and there's only so much you could carry anymore till eventually you're you know, it eventually kills you. Like there's the straw that obviously breaks you, but there's one that there's no coming back from. Like you're done after that. So there's a lot of things that has transpired over the course of these years that led to said lyrics. I'm not going to go into them now. No. Yeah. But you could read and you could hear, and there's a lot of things in there that I'm sure can resonate to a lot of different people in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is. Like when I was thinking of these lyrics and jotting them down, I was like, there's somebody somewhere this is gonna hit in a right area. So I thought it'd be necessary to give them to Joe or pass them to Joe and be like, look, if you need help, not that he needs help, like if you need a filler, if you need like a concept to go with this next song, and he was open to it. So
he's always been open to that kind of thing in the band.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
But as far as like, you know, the story or that, you're gonna have to wait, and you're gonna have to wait to listen and read them because it's a lyrical video, obviously, and you're gonna have to, you know, let them touch you how you want. So.
And you had and obviously you did the artwork for it.
I did the artwork, yeah.
And came out really good. Really good.
Thank you.
The X-ray kind of thing of it. And
we're going to talk about it. It's not a secret.
What?
We're going to talk about it. It's not a secret.
We can talk about it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's an X-ray of, it's obviously a broken vertebrae of a person's back. And the tag in front is like a medical tag, like you would attach to like a folder in like a hospital, right, with like all the
so you know
patient information.
You know what it reminds me of?
Disturbed.
Yes.
I knew.
Yes.
I knew.
And I love it. I was like, oh my God, it's the sickness.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was thinking of that as I was doing it. I'm like, God, like somebody's gonna notice this.
That's okay. That's all right.
Like I'm not gonna make it orange though, because I think that the one in Disturbed is orange.
Yeah. No, it's really cool.
I'm not gonna make it orange.
Yeah. So you've had a chance to do all the artwork for these singles, for the most part.
Yeah, which I enjoy.
You enjoy that?
I'm glad everybody is you know, I'm like, you know, that you let me do it, number one, and that everybody likes it, number two.
I'm telling you, we're full of guys in this band that have so many talents and skills that you put it to use, and it's a collaborative effort.
Yes.
You know, why go to somebody when you could do it your own?
Yeah, I mean, Am I the greatest? No. Obviously, there's guys out there that are 10 times greater than I am.
I don't know. You're pretty fucking good.
Can I get the job done for zero money? Absolutely. But I think I make it look okay.
Yeah.
It gets the one that I'm most proud of was Innocence Lost, because that was taking Joe's concept of that song, and having the child's eyes with with the flames inside the eyes, like the kid was burning I felt that was pretty cool.
That was really good.
Yeah, so I'm glad how that one came out.
Yeah, for sure. And
I actually want to get what is that?
Like
12,
a flag
12,
or
12,
something?
like a 12 by 12.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean that song, one of my favorite songs lyrically that we have, because it touches on such a subject that nobody really does in music, but Joe's not afraid to go there.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that song had such a reaction from doing the reaction videos.
Yeah.
Like when people actually noticed what the hell we were saying or what Joe was singing about, they were like, whoa.
Yeah, the guys on the Brutal podcast really got into it, and man, they discussed it, and I was listening to it and I was like, wow, man.
It's deep.
That's really deep.
It's deep. You don't realize how deep and how serious that stuff is. I have 2 girls, and that's it's a fear. It's just a fear of all parents.
Yeah, dude.
You send them to school, you think they're safe. Yeah, you send them to recreation, you think they're safe. Yeah, you send them to gymnastics practice, softball practice, you think they're safe. Like, it could be anybody.
It's the state of the world now.
It could be anybody out there, and you gotta watch. It's crazy.
Hearing about school shootings and everything like that is so tough to hear about, because I immediately think about your girls. I think about Mark's boy. I think about all the friends we have that have kids, and it's just fucking terrifying.
It's bad. It's a bad time to be.
So not even school shootings, but just like kidnappings and trafficking and stuff, and it's scary to think.
Yeah.
Like I can't fathom what would happen if somebody happened to somebody I know.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
How do you deal with that?
How do you deal with it? How do you watch somebody else deal with it? Like it's selfish to be like, well, thank God it didn't happen to me, but like at the same time, it's like, God damn, like that's got to be the worst pain in the world, rather than like losing a child. Like I can't even imagine. But we won't go there. That's too deep.
Oh yeah, not today.
No.
So besides writing the lyrics for The Straw, you wrote Countless Memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
The majority of those lyrics, or all of them?
I think it was probably like 95% of those lyrics. Yeah.
Also, some of my favorite lyrics in Ender, because so relatable no matter when.
No matter when, yeah.
And do you want to go into the details about what inspired you for that song?
Countless Memories was about my grandma had passed away, and that was just pretty much, music, and Ender was the outlet at the time. And I wasn't a vocalist, I wasn't a lyricist, I wasn't anything. So I wrote like it was more of a melodic type of song. I thought it necessary for the occasion, or the unfortunateness. But yeah, just about losing somebody and the memories that you'll never obviously forget, that you've created, you've grown up with, and yeah,
it's a special song.
It is. I mean, it's we don't play it. We haven't played it obviously in years, and we only really played it when.
It's one I would love to sit here and re-record.
I would rewrite that song.
Yeah.
Not rewrite it, but like re-record it.
It just hits home.
It does. It resonates to a lot of different people in a lot of different ways.
I know when I lost my grandfather, I had that song on repeat.
Yeah, man.
Repeat, because of those lyrics and the feel of the song itself musically.
Mm-hmm.
I had that song on repeat. I was posting it. I was just feeling that song. And even like as of recent, like I lost my step grandmother, so I put that song on again, and it helps me heal.
Mm-hmm.
Gets me, like you said, it helps you get through whatever you're getting through.
Yeah, man.
And I really am appreciative and thankful you wrote that and you did that for our band. And whoever else it helps out, I hope it helps anybody out. because music is definitely a therapeutic
Absolutely.
option. And if anybody ever needs help or wants to talk, we're always here. Reach out to us. Especially it's Men's Mental Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
Which I absolutely love. And I know Mark is having a thing at the brewery now at Heritage for it.
That's awesome.
Which is great. Which I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to one of those.
I would definitely love to go to that.
Yeah. And
just to see what it's all about.
Yeah, man, just to discuss it and just know that, we're not alone out there.
No.
We're not alone.
Don't think that you're a man. Don't think that because you're a man, Danny,
yeah,
that you can have feelings.
No, I cry, babe. I cry.
We could cry.
We can cry right now if you want. 20 more minutes of this, we can cry.
We're going to the bathroom.
Yeah, so please keep writing songs. Like, I would love to do more songs like that. It's a collaborative thing, which I love the most.
There's a lot of, there are things that I have.
Yeah.
That I know when it sometimes I don't really come out with what I do a lot of subliminal, writing.
Yeah.
I don't come out directly and say like, fuck you, bitch. Like,
fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. So like it's very subliminal, and I know like a lot of it. I want it to hit somebody. Like when they hear it, like I don't want nobody to think about it. Like, well, what is he singing about? Like I don't know. Like damn. Like okay, I get what this guy's saying. That affects me. I like that. Like I don't want nobody to think. Like thinking is hard enough on its own. When you have to freaking dissect a song. Like one of my favorite songs from Slipknot is Snuff. But like the subliminal messaging in that song, like it's like so indirect. Like you have to be like, okay, I hear what you're saying, Corey, but like what are you saying? Why do I like this song so much, and why do I feel a certain way that when I hear it?
Yeah. And
it's to do that. I mean, if you have to really like the song, which I do, and I dove into
There's a lot of Slipknot songs like that.
Yeah. But like I feel like as a band like us, we're not a Slipknot status or whatever.
Yeah.
You got to give people, like I said last time, you got to get in and get out. Give them what they want to hear, and just leave them there. That's it. So that's my mentality of it.
Yeah. Is that your favorite Slipknot song, Snuff?
Like of the lighter Slipknot songs, yeah.
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 I love when Slipknot goes light.
Yeah, because Corey is such a monster lyricist. Like,
yeah.
Like I don't know, between him and Aaron Lewis, I don't know who writes more like songs that like with so much meaning wrapped up into it. Like there are bands obviously out there that could write songs, but like I don't know if it's just how they project it and how they wrap it into the song itself, but like you could feel almost everything that they're saying, which is through storytelling or whatever it is, but like it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like it's a gift. That is a gift in itself.
And you listen to country now?
A
little bit. You listen. What are you listening to? That's on your playlist.
Country
what's on repeat right now?
On my country side?
Yeah, on your country side and your metal side.
Well, right now Hardy is.
Always, right?
Because I'm going to see Hardy next Thursday.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
Where's that at? PNC?
That is at PNC.
Wow.
That's right. So I'm relearning. I'm learning his newer songs.
Yeah, you've asked me many times to go, and I'm not going.
No,
I'm not fucking going.
Now I'm going with my wife and all her country friends.
Yeah, I bet they're happy about that. So, do they like Hardy too?
So it's funny because like when I started listening to Hardy when like a friend of mine went to a Hardy concert and posted it on Facebook, and this was after we saw him at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and we thought he was trash.
Oh, it was bad. It wasn't even him. That was bad.
Well, yeah. So then a friend of mine had gone to a concert, and I saw it on Facebook, and I'm like, you know what, let me give it a shot. And I got really into it, and then I tried to pitch it to my wife and her friends, like, oh, this is country, it's country. Like,
you'll like it. You'll like it.
And they were like, yeah, who's this Hardy guy you keep listening to? Blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, like, they're big Morgan Wallen fans. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, well, Hardy writes a lot of Morgan Wallen songs. It's
wow, I didn't know that.
So we like Hardy now.
Yeah.
So, but you can't help that he's he writes good songs.
I've definitely sat in here and you've put in Hardy videos on, and I've watched them with you.
Yeah.
I will say it reminds me of like a country Nickelback.
He's got like a Kid Rock feel.
That too.
Kid Rock feel, Nickelback feel. Apparently he used to be a metal vocalist.
Really?
I don't know where I could find any of that material.
I bet I want to hear that.
So, but yeah, I think he
That's
was
interesting.
He was a metal vocalist at one point.
I don't think it's bad. I just won't go see it right now. But I bet you'll have fun on a Thursday. It kind of sucks.
I'm off the next day.
Oh yeah, of course you're off on a Friday. Why wouldn't you be?
I'm off that Wednesday too.
Wednesday, I mean, guys, Monday.
I'm on vacation.
Oh my God, this fucking guy.
Got a lot of days off.
This guy. I need the Sal schedule.
12 years. They gave you 4 weeks vacation. I got to use it.
Shit.
Come on. It took me a long time to get there.
12 fucking years, yeah.
It took me a long time.
Well, that's funny because Mark got you the job, right?
That is, yeah. That's very true.
That's fucking crazy how being in a band really did affect your life for the positive.
You know, this goes back to last time I was here. We talked about like people that don't necessarily know their role.
Yeah.
In you know, especially in this band and people's lives. And Mark is one of those people.
Oh, for sure.
You know, he brought me into the fold, obviously, with the brewery and allowing me to bring his visions to life as far as artwork is concerned.
Yeah.
And since day one, since it wasn't even Meritage, since it was Terra Costa.
Yeah.
And then the journey from there, the name changes and all the designs we went through with that, and him bringing me out of the tire industry into this job that I have now, that I've been there for 12 years. Without any of that, I don't know if I would have what I have. This job, as not great as it is, it set me up. Like, he set me up very, very well. And he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
He just knew how much I hated my other job.
Well, I remember, like, we're standing outside of practice. He's like, you need a job? And you're like, yeah, what kind of pants do I got to wear?
Oh, yeah.
In case he said black.
Well,
but I just remember you guys discussing it outside of practice one day. And then 12 years later, you're working there.
I remember we were talking about it, and then he texted me. And he was like, you still want to get out of the tire business? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
He's like, well, coming from my job's hiring. I'm like, okay. I came in for the interview. I was like, it was bing, bang, boom. Like, I was in.
Yeah.
So, like, I owe a lot to Mark. A lot that I could probably never repay him for. Probably that he never, like, if you're listening to this, Mark, I owe a lot to you. But yeah, like, he's one of those people that in my life was a significant tack in it.
Right.
That changed it significantly. And I owe him everything. I will do anything for him. I don't, like I said, this entire journey with the brewery and everything like that, I don't want nothing from him.
Yeah.
I don't ask for nothing. You want it, you got it, I'm going to do it.
It's one of the things about this band that's kept us going for so long is that I don't think anybody wouldn't do anything for anybody in this band. Absolutely. As much as you and Casey butt heads at times, I think you would still do anything for the kid.
No.
Everybody in this band would.
I would. I would do it with a smug look on my face. But I know I would.
I mean, your wife sat there and popped his pimples one night. I mean, how much closer in a band can you be?
Well, yeah. But like I said, it's,
Yeah, just the brotherhood and the camaraderie of this band is what really keeps Ender
everybody plays a role.
Going. Yeah.
Everybody plays a role.
Yeah.
That's why it was broken for so many years, with when Joe wasn't here.
Yeah.
And
it was hard to fulfill that.
It was.
And it never was the same, no matter who we had in the band. Had a really good list of singers in the band.
No, we had reputable people.
We'll discuss this on another episode,
right.
Whole vocalist thing, but no one could ever just feel like home to us than Joe ever did.
I agree.
And then he finally came back and it just felt right.
I agree. It's just Joe. Joe brings an energy. It's almost like a hug energy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe because he's so big. But it's just like, you know, he just like brings it. He's like, come here.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, it's like everybody's together.
Yeah, we're just so comfortable with each other.
Within the Joe tree.
Yeah.
Within the Joe, whatever you want to call it.
The Joe tree?
The Joe tree. He's like a tree. Because he's, you know, the big oak.
Joe tree.
The Joe tree.
Oak.
Big oak.
The joke tree.
The joke tree.
Wow. But yeah, it's funny that, you know, you and Mark worked together for a little bit, right?
Yes.
And then he left.
He left.
Me and Casey worked at Crocs together. Mm-hmm. And at one point, which was really funny, everybody in the band except for you was working at the Garden State Plaza Mall in the same wing.
Yeah, it was.
Mark was working down at Tilly's, I believe it was, or CCS.
Oh, he's probably CCS.
CCS, and then me and Casey were at Crocs, and then right next to Crocs was a women's shoe store that Joe was the stock boy at. So
he was like Al Bundy.
He was like, I'm Bundy. And then you would just come on a Friday night, hang out,
get chicken teriyaki,
get a new hat at Lids.
Yeah, man. That was the thing.
Those were the days, man.
Good times.
Oh, man.
Good times.
It was great times. So you mentioned your favorite Slipknot song.
Yes.
What's your favorite Creed song? I know you like Creed.
I do like Creed.
You like Creed.
I'm not going to deny that.
What's your favorite Creed song?
Bullets.
Bullets? Sing it. Sing a little bit of it. Come on.
I feel forces all around me. Come on, raise your hand.
Yeah. Go take off my glove. Oh my God. That's funny.
You like that?
I love that, man.
Yeah, man. Creed's making a comeback.
Dude. Yeah, we listened to about 4 songs in the car the other day. We were all Creed.
Probably screaming your heads off.
Dude, yeah, it's karaoke songs, man.
Dude.
Yeah. What's your karaoke song?
God.
Your go-to karaoke song. If you don't have one, what is it that you would choose?
If I had the vocal capabilities, I'd always go. I'd do like probably like "Don't Stop Believing."
Oh man, that's like expert level karaoke right there.
But like, if I had to go to do a karaoke right now, I'd probably do something in monotone, probably like something Aaron Lewis, like like Whiskey and You. That's probably what I would do.
I've seen you sing that, right?
Yeah. So.
And then you sang what? A Whole New World with my girlfriend Shauna.
With Shauna. Yeah.
I wasn't even there for that.
Yeah.
My go-to song. I recently discovered my go-to karaoke song. It's "Kiss from a Rose" from Sia.
Sing a little bit.
Sing a little bit.
Sing a little bit of it.
Well, no, I'm not gonna sing that. It's a good song.
I had to sing Creed.
You didn't have to. I didn't hold a gun to your head or anything.
I could have just went here.
But yeah. But I think that wraps it up tonight. It was awesome to sit back here and get back. We were off for like a week or two. You know, we had the show last week, so we were preparing for that. But it was good to have you back for your second part.
Good to be here.
It's good to be here. And we'll get into some more shit next time. So you can follow Sal at Sal Trenta. It's almost going to be Halloween season soon, buddy.
It is. That's next episode.
Yeah, some of that cemetery got to be discussed one day.
Oh, it's coming up.
Serious shit. And,
a lot of work to do.
Yeah, man.
I need people, by the way.
Oh, here we go. We're recruiting.
I need people for scare actors.
Listen, he does not pay.
Food. I pay you in food. Food and drink.
And hang out with us.
Hang out with us and scare little kids.
We will sit out. We sit out. That's a good time, though. I have so much fun doing that.
It's fun.
So let's do that again this year. And yeah, thank you for hanging out. Listen, we got the show August 3rd. We have plenty of time between then. Got some Jersey shows to announce, but we're Ender. Fuck you, and have a good night.
Yes.
Feel the fury. Feel